couple different ways to create your data table. The first one is in Numbers, and this is similar when you open Sheets. Numbers is the app that is on your iPad. It's the Apple app. It looks like a colorful graph, and you would click New Blank. I've already done that here. Okay, so what you want to do is give your graph a title. And for this experiment, we are comparing the amount of water the plant is given to the amount the plant grows. When you start a new blank one in Numbers, it automatically will fill in the first column dark gray and the top row light gray. You can change that if you'd like. You can say, you click on A, and it will highlight the whole column, and over here it has fill, and you can click no fill if you'd like. Maybe you want to keep that row dark gray or light gray, I should say. So you can go ahead and do that. You don't have to, of course. Okay, so in this one, we're going to start with the date. Every day we're going to add a date. The amount of water plant A, water in milliliters. Maybe yours aren't milliliters. Maybe you're using cups, okay? So if your measuring cup is measuring in cups, you'll just put cups, okay? If your measuring cup has the milliliter option, I would use that. It's going to be a little more accurate, okay? And then if you want to say amount, you can do that. Okay, we're going to copy and paste this and change A to B. Okay, then we're going to go plant A, growth, and we'll start with centimeters. If you want to do millimeters, you can. We're going to copy and paste that to plant B. Okay, if you want to get fancy and color code, you can. Maybe I want the amount of water. Let's say I want plant A to be that blue, and I want plant B to be slightly darker. I could do that. And then I could do the growth a different color, maybe green for growth. And then I'll do plant B darker because plant B was darker on the watering. Okay? So if you want to get creative like that, you may try to have a reason behind it, not just, it looks good. So the cells, each little box is called a cell. These cells, oh, and by the way, all of this formatting is done in the paintbrush. The paintbrush is the formatting. It's already highlighted. It already has this border, but it's hard to see. So I'm going to make that border a little bit darker. I went up to 1 point, okay? You don't have to, but you can. Now I'm going to show you the same or a similar way on Google Sheets. Okay, so again, have your title, plant growth compared to amount of water. It's a slightly different title than I gave the other one. In this one, the cells are not highlighted at all. And I'm actually going to put the date here because up here, I'm going to write amount of water, ml, and I'll say plant A, and then plant B. I forgot the end parenthesis. Okay, now I'm going to do growth. And we did centimeters. And then I'll do plant A. And then plant B. Now, you can do what I'm about to do in numbers. I know where it is in on the computer. On the iPad, it's a little bit harder to find. But see this icon where you have this kind of broken square with the two arrows facing each other? That is merging the cells. So I can click merge cells. And now for this one, I can center it. And it's going to be right over A and B. Same thing for growth. I can highlight these two cells. I can merge them together. And then I can center them. So now, if I go to make my data table, let's say I want to add those borders, it's going to be this that looks like a window pane. It's going to give me the options. When I add the borders, amount of water is over plant A and B. It doesn't have a separate line in between because I merged those two cells. So I think that's something that's pretty cool. Again, you can, if you want to fill it in, it's this little paint bucket with the spilling out, and maybe I want the water for plant A to be light. It does kind of mess it up with the merged cell to fill it in though, but there you go. And then again, you can do the same thing for plant B. For the growth. You can do a light green, and then we can do a darker green. Okay, you don't have to add the colors. I just think sometimes it's nice when things are color-coded. It helps keep things organized. You will have this on paper. You want to always keep your original data on paper, but we want to transfer it to digital because A, this is a skill that will help you later, and B, this will make it so that we can just graph our data. And we can graph it with just a few clicks of a button instead of spending a long time doing it otherwise. So I hope this is helpful. I'm going to show you, I'll try to create the one on the iPad. It's just going to be a little bit different, but I hope this should be easier to watch though because it has the mouse cursor. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful day. Make sure your graphs have titles, and it doesn't matter to me whether you choose to do it in numbers or Google Sheets, whichever you would like to choose. Have a fantastic day.